Sup, my precious students, and welcome to another What If. After 1.5 months, I think it has been a long time, to be honest. It has been a long time, but I think we just get straight into the What If. I don't think I have anything to say. But before I say anything, I want to point out that this What If will be a gender bender What If you can call it that. Like, Deku will be a girl in this What If. If you're not fine with that, you can just, like, I guess, just, like, get off the video, I guess. So yeah, this will be a What If where Deku's the girl, but I'm not gonna do, like, any hardships or anything. Just gonna be some embarrassing moments, okay? Like the anime moments, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I will be starting by explaining Ryoko Matoy's powers. Yeah, if you can call them powers. Her powers are mostly consistent of her of Kamui Senketsu. This is like her suit that she has, and with this suit she can use life fiber synchronize, where basically like the suit just uses up blood to like transform her. It's basically like this, and yeah, that's basically it. She also has a scissor blade, which will just work like a normal blade because there's like no one who uses like these life fibers. So Deku would just use the scissor blade like a normal blade, basically. Yeah. So and the rest I will be explaining the story, like true life fiber synchronize will also be in this story, but it's like later. It's like a final form, basically. Not a final form, but you know what I mean. Okay. So we will start when Deku is getting born, and obviously Deku is a girl, like just from the start. And Deku has similar hair to Ryoko. If you don't know how Ryoko's hair looks, then you have to, like look it up, I guess. So yeah, basically that's how it is. So basically Deku has just the black hair with the green stripes, except of the rare red of Ryoko. Yeah, that's just what I changed. Quirk Doctor, obviously. Deku still wants to be a hero. He is still she is still a All Might fan girl then, I guess. But it's not as much as Deku was like a fanboy for All Might, but still a fan, And she obviously wants to be a hero, so when she gets told that she has no quirk, she's like kind of sad. But this time Deku isn't actually gonna be traumatized by like bullying and shit, because Bakugou is like not experienced with girls, and I don't think he ever punched a girl or anything, so I am just saying that Deku was just not bullied, but he's like super sad. He can like he imagines all the time. No, she imagines. Okay, I'm gonna fuck this up a lot of times, but if I say she's probably talking about Deku. So she's gonna think a lot about like how boring her life will be in the future, like not being a hero and shit, just like boring life, and not being like All Might, obviously. So yeah. Okay, Sludge villain attack. I think you're gonna know how this will work. So basically, yeah, we're just gonna skip to the Sludge villain, obviously. So Sludge villain will attack Deku, but because Deku's a girl now, let's just say it's a bit more sus than before. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna clarify anything, okay? Let's just say that, and obviously get saved by All Might. A true hero. Okay, so then just Deku, like, what does he do? I don't remember. He like she talks to All Might, and but then All Might just goes, and Deku obviously then sees Bakugou getting attacked on another street. Let's just say it's coincidence, okay? And Deku tries to save Bakugou, and actually strong enough to rip him out of the Sludge villain, because there's obviously an explanation. If you haven't watched Kill la Kill, this is gonna be a spoiler, but I hope you have watched it, because the rest doesn't make sense. But okay, Ryoko is was infused with a life fiber, so she is stronger, which is also like with Deku is the case. So Deku's just physically stronger than normal people, so he can rip Bakugou out of there, and then like All Might just destroys the Sludge villain. All Might's successor, I guess, not specified. Maybe like All Might searching for one. It's just nothing that matters to the story. So yeah, 10-month training. What happens is after Deku saves Bakugou, basically she goes home and is like sitting in her room like every day, like being sad because she can't be a hero. And for plot convenience, let's say that it's Deku's birthday. So what will actually happen is that Deku's mother, I don't know, what's her name? I have no clue. Okay, but Deku's mother is like, oh yeah, your father has left like a present for you for your, I think, 15th birthday, right? Probably, or 14th. Probably 14th birthday. Nah, it's fine, man. It's fine. Let's say it's 15th birthday. Okay, I have no clue. So yeah, Deku will she says to Deku that her father left a present in the basement, and Deku should go look there. Obviously, her name was something with an I. I can't remember. So yeah, she tells Deku that she got down basement. Obviously, she gets presents from her mother before that, obviously, like, birthday presents. And she goes down in the basement to see like a weird, let's say, it's a weird rubble, basically. It's like this, and Deku is just like, this should be my gift. What is this? And suddenly, a uniform pops out of this rubble, and like tries to attach to Deku, and the uniform says, try me on, like just like in the series. And basically Deku's like, no, get off me, and he's like, you will become stronger if you wear me. And Deku's like, really? And he says like, yeah, you will become stronger. And so Deku tries it on, and it's like, oh, like, why are you so revealing? And he's like, I don't know, it's what your father made, and Deku's like, your father made me? Made me, what the fuck? Made you? And Kamui Senketsu, I can say the name now, I guess. It's like, yeah, your father made me, and I am like a gift, I guess. And then Deku also sees the scissor blades, which are like cool, and also the glove, the glove that Ryoko had to activate the life fibers Synchronize, she also gets this, so you know, like the full thing. And then Kami Senketsu explains like, oh yeah, if you pull this lever you lose blood, but then you can like synchronize with me and then you get more strength and shit. And he's like, oh my god, I'm always messing this up, but you know, she's like, what, really? I can become hero with this? And he's like, oh yeah, you can definitely become a hero with this, with my power. So yeah, the Deku goes back up, and her mom is like, what are you wearing? And isn't that like too revealing? And Deku's like, I don't know, my, like, this is a present of father, and you know, it can talk to me, and you know, it like gives me powers. I have no clue. And then I think Inko was her name. I think Inko. Yeah, Inko says, yeah, I guess that's fine then. So you can become a hero of this. And Deku says, yeah, obviously, I'm gonna become a hero of this if this really works. And basically what Deku does is she goes outside and she puts it's not really lever, it's like at the glove, you know, she puts like the thing, and then the life fiber synchronize happens. It's like, you know, it just gets a bit more revealing, you know. Deku just looks down, it's like, why am I even more, like, why is the clothing even more revealing? And fucking Kami Senketsu is like, oh yeah, like I said, yeah, it's not my fault, it's your father's fault. And Deku's like, why is my father like such a weird guy? And no, weird guy. It's like kind of weird to me that a father just makes a like revealing, like really revealing suit for the daughter. It's like kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so 10 months training, they just Deku trying out her power, you know, like, you know, like using it, like maybe like against some trash or shit, like using the blade and, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, Deku gets used to it, trains a bit with the not armor, but with Kami Senketsu, and you know, it's cool, it's very cool. Yeah, so entrance exam. We skip to the entrance exam. Not we skip, but we just like compromise the 10 month training. So entrance exam, like Bakugou was like shocked to see her because, you know, he knew that she doesn't have a quirk, and Bakugou was like really surprised to see her, but you know, it didn't really matter to him, so I don't know. So yeah, the entrance exam, it like starts, and this is when Deku uses this life fiber synchronization or synchronize, and just use the form, you know. He used the form and just rushes off like really fast, you know. The other are like, what the fuck? And he does like, oh wait, that's my gimmick. Yeah, so I don't even know, did Ida even participate there? I have no clue. But so Deku just fights, I guess. She's pretty strong, so I like them, like saying that the 1 and 2 pointer robots are like pretty easy, you know. Basically, most of them get one shot, and it's just no problem for Deku. Just and also like the other people, not the other people, but most of the boys are like looking kind of, she's looking kind of cute, you know. And you know, the Kami Senketsu and the life fiber synchronization, uniform. You know. So most of the students are like taking, looking kind of, you know, kind of weird at her. Not weird, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So yeah, Claps obviously craps the entrance exam with a 0 point. I have no clue. Just like say Ryoko was saved by someone, I guess, or she didn't wind up in that situation or something like that. We're just gonna leave that behind. Doesn't matter, you know. Okay, so the meeting of the class. Deku obviously wears. So how this is gonna work is that Deku basically went to the, you know, the principal. Like she asked if she can wear her uniform because that like kind of, she explained it to be her quirk, you know, and you know it's always on the body, so she has to wear this, and so she can't wear the uniform, or like maybe on top of it, but just like, you know, just better if she wears this, and it's like kind of bad to wear over and shit. So yeah, she gets to wear the Kami Senketsu for all the time being. So yeah, she goes into class, and the boys obviously looking, you know, whoosh, kinda, you know, not all of them, because obviously Ida is like not a dick. I think Mineta was there as well, so yeah, Mineta's horny dude, I guess. So yeah. She's meets her class, gets she doesn't really talk to anyone. She's like kinda lonely. She was that in the what is it called, in the anime, she was that as well. Like, she only talked to Makomo. And so she sits down and just like puts her leg on the table, you know. Just like Ryoko did, like she puts one of her feet on the table. Oh, like she, I don't know. Yeah, she puts like both the legs on the table, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm chilling. And Aizawa comes in and is like, shut up, shut up. If you don't shut up, you know, we're doing tests now, and you come with me. So they're doing the little test. So yeah, I will just be like shortening this. I don't think there's like much going on here. Oh well, there is, but I'm just gonna go over it. So they have to we will first start with the ball throwing part. Obviously, Deku activates his life fiber synchronization, and you know, claps almost everything. But at the part where she throws the ball, she like throws it very hard, so that which doesn't even have a skirt on. So I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. But you know, the boy's always looking sus at her because, well, yes, yes. Okay, so you know, just yes. Okay. So let's get into the next thing. The next thing will be the next thing will be the little test. We were going over this, right? So she just is good, I guess. She's just cool, I guess. Okay. Cool. So yeah. She just beats all of them in all the tasks. Oh wait, I'm thinking of the running part. Yeah, probably also because she's like super fast. She's like strong and shit. So yeah. So yeah, fine. Good. Okay, so let's get over we'll just be jumping to the battle against other students because the little test like kinda, you know, it's nothing much. So we will just be going over the next thing that will be. Oh wait, I fucking my fucking voice cracked. Okay, sorry guys. The battle against other students. Deku fights with Bakugou because I don't know, I'm just cool. Against Todoroki and Tenya. Against Ida, I'd rather say. And wait, the same thing, but you know, they're fighting against each other, and basically, Bakugou just says, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight against Todoroki. This bitch is getting clapped and shit." He's like, you know, he's like just flexing with his powers, basically. That's all he does all the time. So basically, Bakugou just fights off Todoroki with his ice, blasts all the ice away, and Deku obviously uses form. I'm just gonna call it form from now on, the normal form. If like the form changes, if we like go into something else, like if there's something in the form change, I'm gonna say it. Like I'm just gonna say it if there's something in the change of the form. So yeah. Battle against our students. Basically, Ida has to fight against Deku, and I'm like not saying anything, but I don't think Ida is strong enough right now to fight Deku with Kami Senketsu. So let's just say, no. Let's just get this fight over with. So basically, what happens is that Deku just rushes at him with her blade, with her scissor blade, and Tenya like he dodges this, then he gets off and he doesn't notice, oh wait, the bomb, great, I have to protect that, and basically Deku just touches the bomb and wins. Let's go. So yeah, they win, yes, basically Deku also goes home because later, like in the 10-month 10-month training, he also found a little sketchbook from her father, and it basically is a bit of explaining how Senketsu works and shit. It's only on Senketsu, nothing on like the Deku is made of life fiber and shit, you know. Not all, yeah, not completely made of life fiber, but you know, like life fiber hard and shit. So yeah. So basically, the USJ, we go to the USJ, they go to the USJ, drive there, and yeah, they just drive there. I don't think there's anything happening on the ride there. So yeah, basically they go in, get teleported by the teleportation guy, I don't know his name, and Deku obviously gets teleported at the same place, but this time he's like kinda, you know, he has to get saved by, what was her name? The frog girl. I don't know names, guys. I'm sorry, but I don't know names. So yeah, Deku gets saved by her, and yeah, basically this shit just goes down the same as before. So yeah, basically shit goes down the same as before. Deku obviously gets saved by her and by Tsuyu, yeah. And then Mineta like plunged them together and shit because Deku can't really do much here. You know, well, how could he? So he is just, you know, going to be cool, and he will just be basically all that happens is that Deku, like, he gets off the thing and then helps. What is his name again? Fuck, I forgot the names. Right. Aizawa Sensei is like fighting against Shigaraki, and Deku just rushes to help basically. So yeah, he rushes to help, and basically the same fight happens, just that Deku is using his blade and her blade and shit, you know. And that Shigaraki will be like saying, "Oh, that's a pretty you know, that's a pretty stupid hero outfit," and Deku's like, "Bruh, it's my powers." So that's my powers, you know. You can't do nothing about that. So yeah, and Deku will be fighting against him, and then the Nomu will arrive, and All Might will be arriving as well after they. I think they fight off the Nomu, right? So All Might will be arriving, will be demolishing the Nomu, and they will be going, like, the villains will be just leaving. Bye. So yeah. Yeah, we will just skip to the sports festival because that thing is way more, that happens way more things. So yeah, the sports festivals, basically what happens is that the obstacle race, like, they go there, the obstacle race starts, and Deku is like fast. That's all I can say. You know, when Ryoko was like wanted to go somewhere and she was like super fast, and they are really fast, you know. It's like kind of joke show at the start, but you know, later it's like not even a joke anymore. She's just fast shit. So you know, she's just fast, I guess, and actually wins this. How does she win? Yeah, let's just say she wins because the other boys are like looking, you know, she runs like, and then her suit is like, you know, that's like pretty let's say arousing, I guess. So the boys are like, you know, I'm having a getting aroused, I guess, by the suit, and will just be slower because of that. That's just my explanation. Best explanation in the world. So yeah, this is how Deku will win, basically by using her body without intention, obviously. But you know, so she wins. She's first one. Same groups, I think. It just doesn't really matter. Carry battle. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, there's nothing that mostly changes in this part, but in the fights there will be much. Okay, yeah, but I promise. So we the cavalry battle, basically it just goes up the same, but this time Deku is actually helpful with her scissor blade. She gets the 1 million thing back, so she actually wins here. Basically it just happens the same thing, but Deku actually notices that the, I think 1 million points, yeah, the band, you know, was taken away from her. But Deku actually notices this and catches this back with her scissor blade. Actually really clever, you know, big brain, and actually wins because of this. Because yes. So yeah. The fight start, and Shinzo versus Deku. Basically, what is going to happen is Deku uses Life Fiber, Synchronization, and so yeah, I also want to say one thing in the cavalry battle. Basically, Deku didn't even need to use Life Fiber Synchronization, so she just turned it off to like save blood to use it in the fights. So fights, she activates it, and but then Shinzo says, "Oh yeah, what are you doing? Why do you want to become a hero? Basically, why did you want to become a hero?" And Deku answers because cool, I guess. But Deku answers like, "Why would you care?" And but this, I think this would catch her. Yeah, it just catches her. Let's just say catches her. But Shinzo's like, "Oh yeah, I won, easy." But as soon as Shinzo gets close, Kamui Senketsu actually slaps him out of the arena, like really hard. So yeah, easy. How this will work is Kamui Senketsu can obviously like control the body of Deku. Not really, but like can move it. So basically that's what happens. But just for plot, okay? I guess I need an explanation for some shit. So Todoroki against Deku. Ooh, this will be really good. Really good. So listen, guys. Okay, the fight starts. Obviously, Deku will be using life fiber synchronization. And yeah, so she activated, and Todoroki like uses ice. She dodges it, like she destroys almost like much of the ice, a lot of the ice, yeah. But can't really stand up against Todoroki. And then Sanget is like, Deku, I realized that we are not we're not like synchronized really well, and Deku's like, why are you telling this me now? Like, you have told me before. And Sanget is like, yeah, I didn't really, like, you didn't really trust me at all. Like, you were always like, yeah, your suit is like really revealing shit, and and Deku's like, okay. So we just have to, you have to become basically one. And so yeah, basically Deku's like thinks of being grateful for the power that she's now here at the school and shit, and this actually activates the true, what is it called, the true life fiber synchronization, true life fiber synchronization. Yeah, basically that's what happens. So Deku is now really strong, obviously, and he slices through all of the ice just like nothing, like butter basically. And then Todoroki releases like a giant ice bucket. It just covers the whole arena. And this is when she uses Silver Blade, the decapitation mode. What this is, basically Deku just basically the sword can like fold out and it just makes it larger. And this Deku will just be swinging this and just destroying the whole ice, basically shattering the whole ice, putting it back into normal Scissor Blade, and then defeating Todoroki. Let's go. Okay. So we have that fight done. So the last fight will obviously be Bakugou against Deku, and well, this is basically an easy fight for Deku now because of the true life fiber synchronization. So basically Deku just tries to like hit her. He's actually like not trying to not do as much damage because he's like grown up, whereas before So yeah, he actually tries to win, but you know, Deku's just stronger now because of true life fiber synchronization. I said that word like 5 times in 2 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, basically, Baku will just be blasting explosions at Deku, but Deku will just almost be dodging all of them, getting hit once, and then knocking him out with the scissor blade, the backside of the scissor blade. So yeah. This will conclude this fight, and so yeah, this concludes the fucking, what's it called, the sport festival. And yeah, so we will be going to the hero name, and the hero name in honor of Kamui Senketsu will obviously be Kamui Senketsu. So yeah. Basically, her name will be Kamui Senketsu, and Kamui Wood is pretty proud. But it doesn't have to do with him, but he doesn't know, you know, so. So yeah, internship, you might be wondering, what internship could Deku take? Deku's obviously like basically all agency wants her, and he's like, what could fit best? He like goes through all of them, not all of them, but mostly all of them. And this as well will be changing a plot of My Hero Academia. I think I'm not sure, but I think that Mirko doesn't have agency at that point, or like isn't in the top 10 and doesn't have agency. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, correct me, I guess, in the comments. But I think Mirko doesn't have an agency. So let's just say Mirko has an agency because it just fits really well. So yeah, let's just say Mirko has an agency, and she goes to that agency. Mirko, obviously, best girl in My Hero. Who doubts that is, I don't know, it's just not as cool. No, I'm just kidding. But Mirko was pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie. No, not the problem. Sorry. Deku goes to Mirko to the internship, and basically she will be training training strength shit and how to use her powers, and just train basically. It's just nothing much, and she will be going out with a few of the other heroes that are working at this agency. Let's just say it's some random hero, I have no clue, it just doesn't matter. She will be going out there just like patrolling and shit, and yeah, basic. That's all basic shit, okay? So yeah, just like patrolling and shit with people from the heroes from the agency. So yeah, that's basically all that happens at the internship, except obviously the stain attack on Ida. But yeah, Ida gets attacked by Stain. Deku somehow notices this. Let's just say she went out to buy something to drink. Okay? Plot. So for plot reasons, Deku is in the near there what happens, and she actually hears the voice of Ida. It's like, what? Didn't I just hear the voice of Ida? And basically she looks around the corner and then sees Stain attacking Ida, and she's like, oh shit, okay. Uses True Life Hybrid Synchronization and attacks Stain. Stain will actually be dodging this attack from his blade, and Ida will be thanking her for saving him. So yeah, Stain will be like, who are you then? Basically Deku just says, I'm a hero, my hero name is Kamui Senketsu, and then it's like, oh yeah, you were the one who won the fucking, what's it called? The sport festival, right. He knows that because, yes, he I mean, everyone probably knows that, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Deku basically then starts attacking him again. Is obviously too fast for him. He's like, what? Oh, he's so fast. No, he doesn't say that, but he's like, oh, he's really fast. And as he says that, he gets hit in the stomach with, how do you call it? With the other side of the blade, like the bottom side of the blade, basically, like in the stomach. And gets knocked out of the alleyway. Then what will be happening is the Nomu will be attacking Stain. Huh? Nani? Okay, cool. So the Nomu will be attacking Stain for some reason, because it can. And it will just be flying with him, and Deku not be attacking, but he will, yeah, he'll get flown away. So Deku is like, okay. We have to like get him, I think. So Deku uses the Senketsu Shippu. What is Senketsu Shippu? It's Senketsu's flying form, Kami Senketsu's flying form. Basically, the bottom part of the uniform becomes a jet propulsion, and the crest. So Senketsu's eyes become wings. So Deku will be flying after him and basically just striking the Nomu, just slicing it in half. Literally, just slicing Nomu in half. He doesn't have any remorse to kill Nomu, which is literally a monster, you know. So basically, she just kills the Nomu. Stain drops down. Stain dies. Basically, he drops down from like a really, from a big height, you know. So, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen. So Stain obviously dies because of the fall. Like, he doesn't really die that fast, but he gives like his speech and shit, and then dies because one of his spine, I think spine, yeah, spine bones pierces lung through, and you know, but he still gives his legendary speech, which is obviously getting all the attention, and yeah. That's basically what happens. He says like, oh, the only hero who can kill me is All Might, and just dies. What a loser. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, the credit obviously goes to Endeavor like before, because you know they don't have a license yet and shit. So yeah. Race, the little race they took, basically Deku just uses his Senketsu Shippu and just cheats the whole course, man. He's just cheating at all. Sorry. He's just cheating at all. Just boop, flying through. Okay, so we have done that. Just like all the stuff that happens like in between that isn't fights. That's like shit that isn't fights. Basically, it's just super boring, and I don't think anyone wants to like explain how fast Deku flies. I don't know. So yeah, the fight against Pro Heroes, this will actually be going into more detail. So yeah, it starts, obviously Deku fights with Bakugou against All Might. And what will be happening here? We have a new form that Deku uses. So, basically what's gonna happen is that Deku will be using Senketsu Senjin. Senketsu Senjin is basically a form where basically Kami Senketsu just produce a lot of blades out of itself, you know, and Deku has like claws and shit, basically. So yeah, basically this will be happening, and Deku basically is like, oh yeah, I think we can beat him. This is pretty easy, you know. It's pretty easy. We can just let him punch me, and he will just damage himself, and then we can, like, if he punches me, he will hurt himself, and you will not get punched at all, and I will just be blocking a few of his attacks, and then easy, man. We will just be, you know, be believing, because he's pretty strong, you know. I don't want to go into like 2-hour fight, you know. So yeah, this is basically what will be happening. So the fight starts. Obviously, I want to stop them, but basically what happens is that Baku will just attack All Might all the time. He will try to hit him, but obviously Deku blocks this, and Deku even gets hit once. But you know, because Deku is in Senketsu, basically what happens is that All Might will hurt himself. So yeah, too bad, All Might, you will hurt yourself when you punch her. So yeah, well, that's not going too well, and Deku will just be using his claws to attack All Might when getting attacked. So yeah, basically All Might just getting destroyed. And basically then Baku will be doing a big explosion that creates like a lot of smog, I guess, or like dust, more dust. And then Deku will be using Senketsu Shipu again, the flying form, and will be like grabbing the hand of Bakugou in the smoke, you know. And like in the dust screen, the smoke screen, I guess. Then just going out of the going into the not entrance, but you know, they will just be leaving and basically winning because of that. So yeah, actually Bakugou can do teamwork. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so they go shopping. I guess Deku's just like bored and doesn't have anything to do. So he just talks with Bakugou. She talks with Bakugou. And, you know, they just, I don't know, they like talk. And Bakugou's like, you don't want to buy anything? And Deku's like, nah, I don't really need anything. And Bakugou's like, oh yeah, she's pretty different of the other girls. You know, the other girls are like, oh yeah, shopping, nice, woo! And, Deku is obviously like Ryoko, and Ryoko always is like, and like Ryoko is like more, you know, how can you say this? You could say more manly, but it's like wrong a bit. But you know what I mean. So they just talk. Baku will just say, I'm gonna go somewhere, and then Shigaraki like talks to Deku, and you know, basically the same thing, and nothing weird will be happening. Shigaraki's like not a weirdo or anything, so nothing weird happens. So basically they drive to the training camp. Nothing happens there. I mean, when they arrive, yes, they get hit by the giant earth avalanche. And yes, I'm still calling it avalanche because I don't think there's another word for it. So yeah, they get knocked down there. They have to fight the monsters. Basically, Deku is just like, okay, Senketsu Shipu, and basically just rushes through all of them. He like defeats all the earth things, monsters, I guess, and just makes it as fast as possible there. Just like kills them on the way, and you know, just like in a few seconds. Yep, I'm here. No, a few seconds, even probably. Shouldn't take too long, like let's say a minute, 2 minutes. took like 30 minutes and shit. Yeah. Deku's pretty fast with the boosters, the thrusters rather. So yeah. Basically, what we're having now is that Deku. She meets Kota. Kota doesn't punch her in the nuts because why would he? He doesn't want to punch girls, I guess. I guess it's more cool, and he basically Deku just talks to him and Kota's like, and just pisses off. He's just like, nah, I don't want to talk. Don't talk me. Bye. So yeah, they trained Quirk, obviously. Basically, Deku will just be talking to Kamui Senketsu and just chilling, because she does train to hold. Okay. And she does train to hold her form for as long as it's possible, As she can hold pretty long, like probably like a few hours. So she always when her form deactivates because of not enough blood. Like Kami's like, okay, we have to put form out now, or you're gonna basically just drop, basically. They'll just fall KO or something, get knocked out. So yeah, then she deactivates form, waits until she activated, fully recovered, and then activates the form again. So just training to hold the form down. In the time, when they're there, let's say Bakugou asks what her quirk actually is, and she says, I can pour in my blood, put my blood into this thing. It's like Clovis, and it just makes me strong. And he's like, okay, that's pretty weird, but cool, I guess. And he's like, the sword? Yeah, that's just something I got from my father. And he's like, okay, cool. So yeah. The villains obviously started attacking, that they cook and shit, the same thing happened, but the villains started attacking Ecosystem, but Ecos like, oh wait, Kota, okay. So basically what's gonna be happening is that she will be using the mode Senketsu Shippu again and flying there in the fastest way possible, and just saves Kota before he can even Muscular can do anything. And but then obviously fights against Muscular and activates Senketsu Senjin with the blades, and uses she doesn't create the claws, but makes all of her body is just blades and shit. Then she uses her blade, and the blade's just perfect for this opportunity. Basically, she can just cut. Oh wait, okay. She can just cut through the muscles, just basically just normal fiber, just cutting through it. Muscular can't even build up that much muscles that you can cut off. So they're cutting off the shirt, cutting off, and then defeating him, basically. Let's say that he just cut off all the shit, and he Muscular put on it again and again, and then he used his quirk too much, so he just got knocked out. Easy. I don't even know what is what's downside of his quirk is, but let's just say he just gets knocked out if he creates too much muscles, I guess. So yes, that's basically what's gonna happen. So yeah, Deku basically defeats Muscular, and then goes to find goes to help the others. Obviously, uses Senketsu to go there, tries over, and I was like, oh yeah, what is going on here? So yeah, to yawn. So basically, as I explained, yeah, we're getting attacked. Tell the others they can fight. Okay. So Deku just like flies around, so tells them all that they can fight now. And then fights with a few people. But then actually her, because she used so much blood in the past few days, her form actually deactivates. You know, she's still strong, but that means that she can't save Bakugou. Bakugou actually gets captured, like in canon, and they obviously after that, what is the name again? Let's see. Oh yeah, Momo basically tells the heroes, oh yeah, she has a tracker, and then she tells the others, yeah, I have a tracker, you want to follow them, and they're all like, yeah, follow, let's go. So they basically follow the signal. Basically offer one. Yeah, they go there, they see all the Nomus, and Deku's like, oh shit, but they are not that strong, I can maybe kill them, and Ida's like, no, don't move, don't move, don't. And then offer one sec, oh yeah, I am here, let's go. So yeah, offer one arrives, and all of them are like, really, you know, except Deku actually, because Deku is like not, you know, not. She's like, yeah, let me fight him. I'm gonna beat his up, whoop his ass. And Tenya's obviously gonna stop her. Probably Deku could have won, but you know. So yeah. She will just, I guess, stay there, and you know, then All Might comes around, is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass, and they fight like normally, and All Might beats him obviously, and like all the shit with United States of Smash and shit, you know, all that good stuff happens basically. And Deku's not actually helping here because of Ida. I mean, I could have made it that Deku would help, but well, yes. Well, yes. So yeah. Oh yeah, I want to say one thing about the hair, if you were wondering. Like I said in the beginning, basically the same as Ryoko. Not really. It's basically like the same as Ryoko, like the red is there as well, but it's basically the hair of Deku, but with like the red of Ryoko. It's like a mix of the hair, but the hair is like not green at all, it's like red basically, and a bit longer. Basically Ryoko's hair just looks very similar, you know. But it's not actually the same. It's like that red is like, you can see the red more and shit. You know what I mean, okay. So yeah. That's what I want to say in the middle of this. So yeah, All Might visits Deku's mom, and it's all fine because Deku didn't get hurt and shit. So like, she just said, it's okay, she can fight, it's fine. So we were going over the rooms, and Deku just has a normal room. Like, I'm not, like, even though Deku's a girl now, it just isn't much. So yeah, just, I guess, cool. Normal room, like, not even all my shit, just a normal room, I guess, with, I don't know what should be there, like, I guess a few, like, the notebooks of her dad, I guess. Yeah, basically that's all. So yeah, that's basically the room of Deku. So special techniques training. Let's say that Deku actually learns Senjin Shippu here. This is basically a combination of the Senketsu Senjin and the Senketsu Shippu mode, like basically thrusters and blades. It's basically just combination, and that's what she learns. So yeah. Basically that's a special technique she learns at that point. It's just the others learn the same techniques, you know. So the exam for the license, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, what can I say? It's the same fucking thing. Like, nothing changes here. I guess I can say that Deku flies around with Senshin Shippu and just destroys all of them because the blades block all of the bolts. And also the and then, you know, she flies and just touches all of the pointy boys, and, you know, like, cool. Yes. The other shit that happens with, like, the saving and shit, I guess, Deku just, like, flies around and saves them. That's like, oh, it's nothing much changes here, and I'm just going over this really fast because it's super boring. No one cares. Like, actually write in the comments if you care about the the license exam. It's so boring, and like in the show, I just basically I wanted to skip it, but I just was like, yeah, maybe I missed something. Just boring, just fucking boring. Okay, so the big three, you know, they go there and like, cool. Here we are here, and Mirio fights against 1A, and Deku is good. So Deku actually realizes what his powers are, and basically Senketsu Shippu, not Shippu, Senketsu Senjin, like blades, and Mirio can't attack her. Let's go. And basically tries to, then he activates like the blades, and yeah, he's like, oh fuck, and basically then Deku grabs him and is like, get beaten. So yeah, Deku wins, but the others lose. You know, it's just cooler. So yeah, Deku and Bakugou don't fight, by the way, because why would they? Agency, the second one, I guess Ryuko again, because I couldn't find anything else that could possibly help her. So Ryuko Agency, which probably doesn't exist, but it's for plot, okay? And we need, like, miracles, you know, cool. You know what I mean by cool. So yeah, they meet Overhaul. Let's just say that Deku is just there for plot reasons, because plot is cool, okay? Basically, let's just say that Mirio is there, and he just walks there, and Deku's also there, and he's like, oh yeah, hello. And they just walk together, I guess, and then they see Overhaul and Eri and shit. And so they plan the raid, and Deku obviously goes with them. The raid starts, yes, obviously. Like, Night Eye does all the shit with the shenanigans, yeah, time shit. And they go there and obviously get attacked, but they go into the underground, and yeah, the walls make like weird shit. And Mirio, like, he goes for yeah, he goes just through the walls to help Eri. And Deku is like, okay, I see what you're doing. And Deku's basically just like, Senjin Shippu, so basically you know, like flying and just flying through the walls and just destroying with the blades. Basically spin attack. It's basically Beyblades if you think about it. It's basically not Beyblades. How can you say it? It's like it's basically a drill. Basically a drill, yeah. So she just drills through the whole, through everything. So she just drills through all the walls and basically arrives like a few minutes later after Mirio arrived. So she can actually save Mirio this time from the shot, you know. And this forces Overhaul to, you know, uses two people, you know, to use them to transform into giant fat form. And Deku fights against this. He strives by left and right and tries to like cut his shit off, but just always regenerates. And Deku doesn't really lose here, but he like can't re-damage Overhaul, and Overhaul just punches her into the ground, and it seems like Deku has lost. But what will happen is that out of nowhere, life fibers will arrive. Basically, just they all go into Ryoko. Basically, a lot of life fibers out of no reason. Basically, it's just like they just come there. They just go there, and they all go into Kamui Senketsu. Basically, a lot of life fibers. Where they come from? Yes. Okay. And like also from Junkets. You know, the white uniform that the other girl had? I don't know. Satsuki. Yeah, right, Satsuki. Yeah, she wore that. So basically that all goes into Ryoko, and he's like, almost like, what happens? And basically then his whole, like, he has his head, basically his arm on it, and it just explodes basically. Just this whole arm, it just regenerates it, and then you can see Senketsu Kisaragi, the ultimate form of Senketsu, the form that's also in the thumbnail, that I use for the thumbnail. And actually, what will be happening is that for some reason the other scissor blade just goes to her because plot reason. Let's just say it was laying on the ground randomly because in her form she also uses both the scissor blades. So I needed to like somehow make the second scissor blade appear. So let's just say, for plot reasons, it was just underground there, and Deku found it then. Like, he saw it after he transformed into his final form, and picked it up and was like, "Let's go, I'm ready." Basically, just getting demolished, I guess. Overhaul, like, he tries to attack him, but he blows it away immediately, basically having such a powerful aura that just basically Deku just not one shots, but yeah, well, he just blows away the arms, and just no match. Like, literally Deku's just way more powerful than Overhaul, and basically Deku just cuts him out of the shit, and it's super fast. Uses Shippu also as well, like, to just slice it all off and basically to finish the fight. So this basically ends the fight between overall, like overall obviously loses, and yeah. So yeah, Deku obviously is in the hospital because she took a lot of damage, but still calmly. And what also happened in the fight was that they talked was like Deku, are you ready? Like calmly asking and shit, and you know, but just an epic fight. That's cool. So yeah, this will end this what if. I hope you enjoyed it. We're not going over fighting gentle in the fucking cultural festival because that's boring, and I rather would end it on Overhaul, the fight against Overhaul. So yeah, I will see you in the next what if. I will try to make it to upload. To write the script as soon as possible for the next one, and I thought this was a cool idea because I think no one has done it before. I can look right now. I'll look it up. But I think it was just a cool idea to do. Just a cool thing to do. No one has done Ryoko. Okay, cool. I guess I'm cool now. So yeah, I just thought it was a cool idea, and I don't think that Deku was a girl changed much. I didn't want like any ships to happen. Like, I think it would be pretty bad if I had done like Deku and Bakugou and shit. I just felt like not doing ships, especially because Ryoko is like not that romantic of a character. It's like just you know, a funny show. So yeah. See you in the next sort of. Subscribe, join my Discord, like this video. Only all the things you don't need to do, but I would appreciate it for like writing the script and making the thumbnail and shit. You know, I would appreciate it. And yeah, see you in the next one.